The human antenna tracker.
Okay, I've had a few beers.
Grab those bushes.
Fuck, that is steep.
Hey, you want to take this and I'll go grab that?
You know what?
I really don't have. I'm good, bro.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Gotta be easy way down.
But look, look. If you go around the side, it looks like it's.
Take the headlamp.
I could probably do that.
Yeah, you want the headlamp?
Take the headlamp.
Cool. Thanks, Jordan. You want me to hold your hat?
Careful, man. Grab those little bushes.
There's gotta be a different way around, guys.
I would almost go on the other side or use the trees.
Your paracord, this could be a kind of paracord.
Oh, that's actually a good point. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think you got it. Nice. Slip and slide.
Shit, I could not even see that tree line of sight.
No way, man. It's hidden. Yeah, he's got it.
This is cool!
Yeah, thanks. I thought you might want to get this.
Oh, no, this is, yeah, I think this is...
Hey, at least it's not super fucking hot. Too.
Yeah. That's right. There's a cold beer waiting for you up top here once you get it.
What's that for transfers?
Yeah.
There we go.
Cool.
You gotta go into a little cave. Oh, hi, Mama Bear.
Hey, mountain lion.
Get the BB gun!
Got it.
Success.
Yeah. Thank you, buddy. Is that the way you want to come up, or is there a way to your left, to your right? Is it less steep?
I don't know.
Oh, that's hard to
I
see.
don't know about that one. Here, let's just try.
I'll try not to hit this next time.
True pilot, I'm gonna go back up.
There you go.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm going back up. I love this. This wing is like indestructible. It's fucking brilliant.
Which one is it?
It's the sight.
Right, okay.
Yeah. I did this. We put these LEDs on here. Do you want to just toss? You want to toss the plane up? Would it make it easier for you?
Yeah, you just throw it up.
So what you do is put your fingers around the motor and just throw it up here like a paper airplane.
There we go. Yeah, I got it. Oh, where's Dave at? I'm gonna throw this like a boomerang.
Okay.
Nope.
Thanks, bud. Oh shit.
I got it.
You got it, Yusuf? Here, I got your hand.
I got it.
You got
There
it?
you go. That's that down.
There we
And
go.
then give your hand to him. To Jordan.
I got it.
Good. Oh, there you go.
Sweet. Thanks, man.
Thanks, buddy. Hell of a recovery effort.
Success.
Hero right here.
That's right.
He's the hero.
Thank you, bud.
Made it.
Baby!
That was
Work.
beats traveling out there
Yeah.
in the dark.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, you think these LEDs are bright enough?
Okay.
Oh my God. That
so-
that definitely helps.
What's it? Cool, man. Dude, that was fucking awesome. Thanks, Jordan.
Hey, no problem.
Oh, fuck. You guys have more extra tamales?
I think might be a
We were cooked over a lipo fire, so.
That's fucking sick. Yep. Stellar. I like it.
It's real hot.
was more like a combat move right there. It totally was a flip, you're right.
Is it a guy that powered up right now?
No.
Oh, somebody just went down.
No,
Oh,
we're in the
holy
road.
shit. Yeah, you like skipped off of it. That's awesome.
Yeah, no, we're still going.
Oh, you're behind the fucking mountain.
Okay, this looks sick as balls.
You guys should try the go up to the sun and turn around and head back down through the trees there. That's fun too.
I've just lost you.
Yeah. Oh, oh, oh!
Now kick it back into the
Hit it, hit it, hit it. No, leave it outside. I want to flames, you need flames. You shoot it. Where's the flames?
That's it.
Kick it.
Go first, James. Flip it over.
Hold on 1 sec. Where
Oh.
Is it at?
Oh, God.
Yeah, Sean told me to shoot it like a moron.
That's it.
It works. Take another couple shots at it.
Ew.
Yeah, that's right.
Battery must be dead.
I breached it too. It hissed.
It was a hot battery. Yeah!
Is that the fumes from it?
No.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, totally.
That's Thomas's battery. Weak. Doesn't even flame up.
Thomas, your dead batteries are terrible.
Stank, Sean.
I think there's a couple more dead batteries.
Check it. Oh, it smells like metal.
Yeah, don't breathe it.
So first of all, I just wanted to say thank you to Eli for putting this on and all the efforts that went
Thank you, Eli.
Thank all you guys for traveling.
Oh, I thought it was.
into yeah. Thank you for the guys from Australia for coming all the way out. It's really, really special. Let's give them a hand. Thank you.
Yeah, Dave. Woo!
He's hot too.
Okay, and the reason I got all this together here was specifically Tony. Can you come up here?
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah, I know, right? Fuck you.
Is this gonna be
So-
live?
So
Hail to the
Tony,
team!
no, it's not live. So Tony, I think in my mind, has been instrumental in developing the culture this year, specifically with his barbecues and doing everything. And because this is the first big NorCal FPV Flight Club, Hazard RC, and Lost Wing, and I'm forgetting Sweep Wings, I just wanted to recognize Tony as being like a fucking G and awesome. And I wanted to start a tradition where this is the only, this is for you now, this is the only NorCal FPV flag in existence so far right now. It was made by Tim Carson, who unfortunately had to exit the hobby slightly. But I'm giving this to Tony this year to hold for the next year because he's been so instrumental in forming the culture and making this happen with the barbecues. And so Tony, this is for you.
Yeah.
Next year you get to hand it to someone else.
Yeah.
Fuck this guy.
There you go. Thanks, Tony.
Fuck all you.
Yeah.
Definitely thank you guys. This is for all of us, like to keep on promoting FPV here in Northern California and bringing guys in, you know, from Southern California. You know, when I first started FPV or flying with Flight Club, I felt there was a big like separation between all the groups, and the attitudes are kind of shitty. Kind of remind me of growing up surfing. I know I talked to the guys who've been staying at my house this past week about us wing guys versus us multi-rotor guys. It's been kind of like that longboard, shortboard kind of mentality, right? You know, us old G's that like longboards, like fuck these shortboarders. Well, you know, I like to bring it all together and especially promote the wings, man. The wings is where it's at. You know, we got Ruben here, who's kind of one of the guys that got me into the wing world a bit. Then, you know, Nick and James just fucking. Then Nick and James, man, they just like pushed me, and Sean pushed me to a whole different level, which is awesome. And now pushing me to create this culture, and the culture is what it's about. So thank you guys for coming. And Eli, man, this is fucking legit right here, man.
Yeah. All right.
For letting us use this spot.
Yeah, Tim. Thanks.
It's well, I would like if a beginner came to me and said, "Hey, I need a wing to fly and learn because I'm a too stupid noob." What would I get? And I said, "You need a wing that doesn't fly good, that's tougher than shit." And we gave one of Alex's wings to Zephyr. Like we were like swimming in firm core.
Wing.
Yeah, a spec wing.
FPV race.
So we were swimming in like cores and we had all kinds of wings. I think he's even got a nice wing at home. He's never even flown, but we're like, no, fly this shitty one. And he got hella good because you can crash it into the power lines a bazillion times and won't break. Whereas the firm core, it's like you get it up and you'll notice and we'll fly a little bit more carefully. But our planes are that much lighter when we fly them. That's the bonus.
It's a whole different philosophy behind like building wings. You know, there's that constant trade-off where you have to like overload your stuff really, really heavy in order to get long range. But you can kind of do the opposite if you get super duper light. You know, so you can just kind of like be cruising at like 15 miles an hour versus like 30 miles an hour and still get the same sort of endurance just by being a little bit lighter. But you know, there's drawbacks too because you know heavy wind and stuff will knock you around, and that's where like you start like messing around with like geometry.
When you're building an air,
I wouldn't recommend a firm core as like a first good wing for anybody. It's definitely
it's specialty made for the style that they fly. I mean literally they fly Nate will fly throttle off all the way down this canyon. You won't even hear him. It'll be like 10 feet off the ground, throttle off all the way to just floating, where they actually are using the airfoil or the wing more than thrust.
Jeff, like, there's no way I could pull together a group this big to get together and fly wings.
You're personally driving. I see you on your Instagram. You're giving away wings constantly. You're like, you are begging and pulling people in to fly with you, right?
Yeah. No, but I guess the difference is we've got people coming across from mini quads to wings, and it's a different personality. It's a different demographic. Like you're looking around here, you know, it's maybe apart from one or two, it's 30 to 50-year-olds with kids, and like no one here is 18 trying to make a living off it. Like for everyone here, it's a hobby. You know, for the firm core guys, you know, it's making wings for the group. You know, they're not out trying to, you know, sell it. They're not a Chris Click. They're not a TBS.
Sweep wing.
Yeah, they're not a sweep wing.
I hear that the owner's an asshole.
No, but you know what I mean. Like it's a different demographic. It's a different group of people. So I'm not going to say it's our problem, but what we have is the mini quad guys trying to move across to fixed wing, and the reason that a lot of them are doing it is because they want to start doing long range because they keep losing their mini quads flying up to mountains and back and realise that they can't, like they don't have the time in the air.
You know, this guy crashing his Skywalker in the plane and then walking the long walk.
it's still on video.
I actually attempted to fly FPV once with 2.4 control and 2.4 video at the same time.
I remember that.
I mean,
that was the walk
kind
of
of
shame.
stuff we used to do because nobody knew what the hell they were doing.
Giant noob.
I lied. My first FPV experience was I taped an iPhone to the front of a line of sight T28 that I had.
Yeah.
And I used my wife's iPhone and I did a FaceTime.
It worked. Really?
Yeah, but the delay was like 2 seconds.
I want to discuss the commitment I had to this event. I've resisted being on Facebook until like 3 weeks ago I joined for all you motherfuckers. And I'm deleting that fucking account. It's going away.
Like when you sent when you sent those invites out, it was sketch as fuck because like you go to your profile, right? And it'd be just a picture, one picture of you, no other information.
Best
like,
picture
who
in
is
the
this
world.
dude and why is he even trying to invite me to this? What is this Solstice 20? What is this? You know?
Yeah, who was that said that?
Yeah, Shane.
Who was that said that? I got an invite on Facebook.
That was Shane, and Shane was
I didn't know who this guy
do you
is.
guys know who this is? He's from California. I'm like, yeah, that's Eli.
I talked to him on Instagram chat about it. I messaged him. He just didn't connect the dots.
3 years ago, I was just getting back into flying after a long delay of like 20 years, and had my son, actually my 2 sons, who at the time I think were like 2 and 5, at the park, and we were flying like a little micro flyer around, and I was having to put their fingers on the sticks and everything. And then Stuart came out with his son, Declan, who at the time was, I think, maybe 6 or 7. And Declan was flying one of those little micro top wing Piper Cub style planes and flying it around. And
those are good.
And you know, so they landed. Stuart and Declan landed, and you know, we were done. And I just had this weird urge. I said, you know, this guy looks like an all right guy. So I walked up. I walked up. I introduced myself. I said, "Hey, my name's Kevin." I said, "You know what? We should exchange numbers. We should fly together sometime."
Wait,
I thought this would be great.
Was this pre-Tinder?
This was this was post-tender, pre-dilation. So we exchanged phone numbers. The whole thought was we'd get together, get our kids together. They could fly. And my wife afterwards says, "Why did you talk to that guy? Why did you give him your phone number?" And I said, "You know, I don't know." And she's like, "You fucking hate people." And I said, "Yes." I said, "You're right." She's like, "You never talked to anyone."
It's right in.
But something about Stuart, I said, "This is my future." So
honey, I'm gonna be vacationing with this guy one day.
That's right. So you know, so after a little bit of time, Stuart and I started flying, and he got really interested in FPV, and I got really interested in FPV. And around that time, we were watching a lot of Flight Club videos and talking about some of the flying style. And Stuart and I said, you know, we need to like come up with a name. It's the two of us, but fuck it, we need a name. So Stuart, how did we come up with the name Lost Wing?
Well,
Oh yeah. Yeah. We do that. We do that a bunch.
Fucking terrible launch places.
Yeah, I think they are here.
I guess
set up here yesterday.
I guess I'll go. Oh, there's those right there. I guess I'll go that way.
All the ground stations are out here.
Oh really? Yeah. This is the spot.
Yeah.
Get out.
This makes me scared to take off right here.
Why? What? That way. Throw it that way.
Yeah.
No paracord, anybody?
Get lots of juice.
I have like 60-pound fishing line. Not that.
Oh yeah. Let me see it.
You got this.
Oh god. Yeah, get those jitters out.
It's kind of hard.
You're fine.
First one.
That's a big one.
signing off.
This one's better than that one. It's like, okay, so like improvement. That's the kind of guys we are, right? So like we improve it to each other. James kept showing up with those weights. Like, these are better. Yeah, those are. And then he started showing the black box graphs. He's like, no, really, they're better. Like, here it is in the numbers, in the reading. Here's the yaw coupling.